Hello, everyone. Hello, Alice, Nuruddin. Hello, Gabriel. Gabrielle. Hello, Nora and Chengiz. Hello, Michelle and Lily and Nani. Hi, Lily. I'm fine. How are you? Please give me just a few minutes here, everybody. Am I going to one of the games of the World Cup? Flavia, I hope they ban the World Cup here. I hope they boycott. I hope they don't. I hope they decide to change it to another place. Even if they don't, no, I don't go to sports stuff anymore. One day maybe I will feel like I can go to sports and enjoy it again, but that day is not anytime soon. Hello, everybody. Please just give me a second. I'm sorry. I'm sending an important message to somebody here. Actually, I'm sending a message to the CEO of Hello Talk. Let's see. Okay. All right, now let me see. If you want to talk to me, I will bring you on stage in just a minute. But you have to have a question, Nuruddin. So if you come on my stage, you cannot come on my stage if you do not have a question. If you just want to chat, can't do that. Okay, so think of a question, then you can talk to me. No question, no talk. Hello, Gaia. Hello, Alexander. Hello, Carlos. It's always nice to see so many regular people here. And hello, Masab. All right. Nuruddin does have a question. Nuruddin, you can come on the stage, but you have to raise your hand. There's a button on the screen that you have to find. You have to raise your hand so I can bring you up on stage. If you don't raise your hand, then I can't do it. Oh, there it is. All right. Hello, Nuruddin. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, teacher. How are you?
I'm pretty good. And you are from, is that Uzbekistan? Or
Yes,
Uzbekistan,
I'm from
okay.
Uzbekistan.
great.
Yes.
And what can I do for you today? What's your question?
My question is pronunciation. I'm always making mistake pronunciation, and
Okay.
I'm afraid of talk with someone in Freudian language. I have anxiety.
Okay. Don't worry. It's just words. If you say the word the wrong way, it's okay. The sky will not fall. A bear will not eat you. A shark will not eat you. A tiger will not eat you. If you say the wrong word the wrong way, what will happen? Nothing. Nothing. You might be a little bit embarrassed. You might feel a little bit shy or ashamed or embarrassed. But is that really that bad? Is embarrassment No, come on. I think, how old are you, Nuruddin? What are you, maybe 17?
No, I'm 22 years old.
23. Wow, you look so young. Okay, so you're a man, not a boy, right?
Can you repeat? Sorry.
You are a man, not a boy,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
Yes.
so if you are a man, then be a man. Don't be afraid of words. They're just words, okay? If you are afraid of a lion, okay. If you are afraid of a bear, okay. But if you are afraid of words, come on. No, don't be afraid of words. You said anxiety, but so what? The word is anxiety. Close enough.
Anxiety.
Close enough. You were close enough. I knew what you meant. So, if you are talking to a native, probably it will be okay. Even if you say something wrong or the wrong pronunciation, they will know what you mean. And it's okay. All right? Most people are not going to try to make fun of you, especially natives. Okay? Most natives, if you talk to me and you are using English and maybe it's hard for you. I understand. Okay? I understand it's hard. It's new. It's not your language. So it's okay. I will be patient with you. Now, some people will not be patient. Some people might make fun of you. But
Yes.
they are bad people. So don't think about them.
Thank you for advice,
Okay?
Teacher Mark.
You're
I'm
doing
really
fine.
happy to talk with you.
You're doing fine. You sound fine. Okay? I tell everybody that it's okay to have an accent as long as your accent is clear.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? So just keep working on it and take your time and don't be afraid to make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you made a mistake with the word anxiety, but now you know. So the mistake helped you.
Oh, thank you, teacher.
Okay?
I'm really happy to talk with you.
Good. So mistakes are not always bad. Sometimes mistakes help you find the answer. Okay? All right.
Okay.
So good luck to you, Noradine. Keep working on it and come back and see me again sometime. Okay?
Okay, Teacher Mark, thank you.
All right. Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Let's see. Can I explain about present perfect and passive voice? So, Yaslin, you mean you want me to explain both of those two things? You're not saying explain those two things together, like passive voice in present perfect tense, right? You just want me to explain those two things, correct? Am I correct? Please be patient if you're waiting. Please be patient. So, Yaslin, let me start with passive voice. Passive voice and active voice. That's just like when you're talking about the boy, right? If you have a boy who is playing with a ball, then there is a boy and there is a ball. So when you're talking about active voice, you're talking about the boy. What is the boy doing, right? The boy is playing with the ball. We're talking about the boy. But passive voice is when we're talking about not the boy, we're talking about the ball. So now we're saying the ball is being played with by the boy, right? So when you talk about the person doing something, that's active voice. That's a person is acting. Passive voice is when there is no person acting, there is a thing that is being acted upon. Okay? Someone is doing something to a thing. All right? It is passive. All right? Now, present perfect tense. Perfect. What does perfect mean? What does perfect mean? When you say present perfect tense, what is perfect? Anyone? Mosab says better, and that's what many people think. If I say, oh, perfect, that's great, perfect, good for you, perfect, that means 100%, it means great, right? But there is another meaning of perfect. The old meaning of perfect, the original meaning in grammar, is completed or finished. It's something that is completed or finished. So when we say present perfect tense, we're talking about things that were in the present, but things that we completed already. So I have finished my dinner. That's now I have. I have finished. That's in the past. So sometime between the past and present, something was completed. All right, that's present perfect tense. Okay, now, again, if you want to talk to me, you must be patient. I need to answer questions that I see first. So raise your hand and wait. Okay, a lot of people want to talk to me. When can you use might or may? Sometimes you can use them interchangeably, but there is a good page for this. Let me see if I can find that page for you. I remember I had that saved. Might versus may, Woodward English. One moment. Come on, where's the picture? Here it is. I'm going to show you this page. This is a page that explains might versus may. Okay? Wait, not this one. That's the advertisement. This one. No, sorry. This is this page. Let me make it a little smaller. That's too big. Okay, take a look. This is a good page I like called Woodward English. They have a lot of good pages that explain things. They have a video that you can watch that has a good explanation about the whole thing, right? But it's all explained here too. Might and may are modal verbs, right? They're usually interchanged without a significant difference in meaning. So sometimes you can say I might go or I may go. That's the same, all right? But look, they have a full explanation here about everything, all the ways that you can use it. And they have this wonderful little picture here, which I'm going to show you now. Wait a minute, let me stop that and I'll give it to you this way. Take a picture of that, everybody. Take a screenshot. Uses of may and might. Possibility, permission, to ask for permission, to express wishes, in circumstances when it happens, okay? Everything is right here in one page. How nice, right? All right? Did everybody get a picture of that? Okay? It may rain, 70% chance. It might rain, 40% chance. Okay? All right. Next. Let's see. Hello, Ibrahim. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Dora. Yeah, it does require encouragement to speak from the stage. Thank you very much, Alexander, for saying that. That's true. Yeah. Hello, Ava. Mohammed, be patient. I'll get to you as soon as I can. You have a question about articles for a general term and a group noun such as a population or the market. You're always confused with articles. Okay, so you're still talking about a and the, right? And it looks like Lily has a question about a and the also. So I'll tell you the general term, the general rule. A is for a non-specific thing, okay? A song is any song, okay? Any song, a song, all right? A book is any book. A computer is any computer, right? An umbrella is any umbrella, okay? But if I say the book, that's one book, That's one specific book that I'm talking about. Okay? Now, when you were talking about articles in groups such as population or market, again, it's the same thing. If I say a population, that's any population, not a specific one. But if I say the population, I'm talking about that population that's specific that I'm referring to, talking about. Okay? So if I say the market, that's a specific market. I must be talking about a market that we already talked about, we already mentioned it, or one that you already know it must be that market. Right? It's assumed. Right? You know it already. Or the market, a market. A market is any market. Right? So if I say I need to find a gas station, that's any gas station. I don't care what gas station, I just need gas. But if I say I'm going to the gas station, that's that one. Okay? Or a specific one. All right? Let's see. How can I identify when I can use verbs followed by gerunds or infinitives? Well, you mean whether it should be ing or not ing, right? Yaslin, most words you can do either, right? I can say I like walking, or I like to walk, right? Let me find a page for you. I think there's one again from, it might be Woodward again. Yeah, this is a good one here. Yeah, here's a good page. Let me find this page for you on my computer and I'll get it for you. Let's see. Is that it? I think that's it. Take a look at this. This is a page that talks about gerunds and infinitives. So here we have the rules. Verbs followed by gerunds. Verb plus ing. I enjoy reading novels. She admitted stealing the money. They avoid eating junk food. Okay? Verbs followed by infinitives. To plus the verb. She wants to travel to Japan. He hopes to find a new job. Okay? Or verbs that take both. He likes swimming. He likes to swim. Okay, some can do either. Or up here, we have verbs that take both with different meanings. I stopped smoking. I stopped to smoke. Very different. I stopped smoking means I quit. I stopped to smoke means I was walking and I decided I wanted to smoke, so I stopped to to smoke a cigarette. Okay? She remembered locking the door. She remembered to lock the door. Those are slightly different, okay? So this is a page I will give you. Just give me a minute here, but you can take a picture of it if you want to get the whole thing right there. Take a picture, and then you can zoom it later. All right? Take a picture. Do you need to memorize it? No, Yaslin, you don't memorize it really. It's like most of them are interchangeable that way. Like I said, where I could say I enjoy reading, or I could say I enjoy to read. All right? Both are fine. All right? I like walking. I like to walk. Both are fine. All right? So in most cases, what I would say is you should practice, how can I say this both ways? Right? Try to imagine, how would I rephrase this to say it with the ing or with the to? Okay, so the rule is basically, if you have ing, then there's no to. But if you have to, there's no ing. Okay, Yaslin? Hello, Pierre. Bonjour. Just yesterday I was watching a video and I forgot about another phrase that I had learned at some point in time, a long time ago. I heard comme ci, comme ça, right? Which is, I'm sure I'm pronouncing it terribly, but it's something like so-so. Like I could take either one, whichever. It's okay, but not, that great. Oh, okay. Now, I'm sorry. Please be patient, Mohammed. I'm almost there. Mohammed. There was one more question here. And adjectives followed by prepositions. How can I know which is the better preposition? That takes practice, Yaslin. Prepositions are tricky because the truth is, many times there is more than one preposition that might work, but they describe things differently. If I say I'm at the store, that's slightly different than saying I'm in the store, right? So my suggestion about prepositions is go to ChatGPT, tell ChatGPT that you need practice with prepositions, and ask it to make a worksheet for you every day for 1 month. If you do 30 days of worksheets in prepositions, I'm pretty sure you'll be okay. All right? You just need some more practice, that's all. All right? And if there isn't a the or an a, you speak in general. Usually, yes. Right? If I just say music is a wonderful thing, then yeah, that's general. I didn't say the music or a music. I just was speaking generally about music. Correct. What's the difference between it, that, and this? Sometimes those words are used randomly. That's correct. They could be. It depends on you. If you want to say, sometimes you could say either one, right? This is the microphone. I'm moving it. I moved that, right? They're both fine. They just talk about it differently, right? So that is usually what we say when we're talking about something specific, right? That cup. Okay, not a cup, it's that cup. There's one specific cup that we're talking about, right? This and that. The only big difference between this and that is usually when something is close to you, you say this. When something is slightly further away, you say that. Right? So I like this donut. I want that cookie. All right? It is slightly more generic or general, right? So if I, for example, animals. Sometimes when you talk about animals, we use it. I saw a deer. It was moving. It was running through the yard. It, right? So it is for a general animal or general thing many times, okay? I saw a car. It was going very fast. Okay? All right, I think sometimes sentences can begin with it's or this is or that's. That's correct. They can. Yeah. It's cold outside. That's my car. Yeah, this is my book. Sure. Okay? All right, now I think I'm going to get Mohammed on stage and talk to Mohammed. Thank you for being patient, Mohammed. Patience is a virtue.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Mohammed. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Not bad. So you are in Iraq. Are you in Baghdad or where?
Yeah, in Baghdad, exactly.
Great. Okay, and how can I help you today?
Actually, my hobby is learning languages. I really like to learn many languages. And my native language is Arabic. And I learned English. And I want to learn Spanish, but I don't want to lose English words. Like if I start to learn Spanish language, I might start to forget words.
Maybe. But there is another way to make sure that you don't really forget words. Why do you think you will forget them?
Because I'm gonna overload my brain.
Okay, that's true. That can happen. You're right. You only have so much room in your brain, right, for information.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can put in too much and then your brain can't hold it all. It's too much to remember. It's too hard to hold on to. But usually people say they're not going to remember, or they'll forget because they don't use them enough. Right? Now you're learning Spanish, so now you don't use your English very much. Now you're going to forget more, right? And especially if you're living in a place where they don't speak English or Spanish, then how can you practice, right? So let me ask you a question. How do you practice your English now?
I'm practicing my English here in this application.
Okay.
I talk, and I got friends, a lot of friends outside of my country, so I practice with them.
That's wonderful. That's very good. But what if you can't find a friend to talk to you? How can you still practice?
Maybe I'll have to talk to myself,
That's another good way. Yeah, that's another good way.
Yeah.
But what if you just don't talk to yourself, but just think?
I don't know, actually.
I live in the United States, but I can practice my Chinese anytime I want to. All I do is just change my language here.
In your brain.
So I start thinking in Chinese. So if it's cold outside, 今天的天气就是好冷的. I just said, today the weather is very cold in Chinese. All right? And all I do is just think it in Chinese. So tomorrow, if you're hungry, don't think I'm hungry in Arabic. Think I'm hungry in English. If you are tired, don't think I'm tired in Arabic. Think I'm tired in English. Now you can do that same idea for Spanish too. So when you walk down the street and you see people, as you walk by them, don't say anything, but think, hola, mucho gusto. Hola, mucho gusto. Hola, encantada. Think simple things.
Think in Spanish.
That's right. Think in Spanish. And so when I go to the market to buy things, I just do that like I normally do, but I just think about all of it in Chinese. Then I can practice my Chinese.
And I'm always doing that in English. I think always in English. I never think in Arabic.
That's
never.
Good. That's good. That's good. That means that's why you can use English well. Because if you can't think it, then how can you speak it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? That's why so many people, they struggle to speak because they don't feel comfortable here with the language yet. And if your mind is not comfortable, then how can your mouth be comfortable? Right?
That makes sense, actually. I'm always talking to myself and thinking English, practice and talk with my friends in English. And also, I write in English, I talked to you before and I told you that I'm writing English stories about my life and life advices in my notebooks.
Good.
I'm always practicing English, and I decided to start learning Spanish.
Good. Okay, so now you know how. Now you know a good way that you can practice all of them, and you can try to make a balance. so that you don't forget things, right? You could do like
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday is English, and Tuesday, Thursday is Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, something like that,
Yeah.
right? Or everywhere you go, try to look around and say, do I know how to say this in English? And then say, do I know how to say that in Spanish?
Oh, it's balance. It's all about balance.
Right.
Between English and Spanish.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, it's harder when you start learning more languages. Of course, it's harder because
Yeah, it's harder. Yeah.
you're learning
Yeah,
a
sure.
lot more. But there are some things that do cross over. There are some words in English that are the same in Spanish. Like, for example,
Oh.
the word cafeteria. Cafeteria.
Oh, cafeteria.
Cafeteria is the room where, like, when I was in high school, if I had lunch, everybody goes to the cafeteria to eat lunch.
Oh.
It's the big, big open room with a bunch of tables where all the school
Oh.
kids go to eat lunch. Or maybe it could be if you work at Google, maybe a big company. Maybe they have a big room where all the workers go to eat. That's the cafeteria. And that
Oh,
word
okay.
is an interesting word because actually it is originally a French word, cafe, right?
Cafe. The
Yeah,
French.
that's a French word, cafe. But then the teria part, that's Spanish. The Spanish put the teria on the end of the word cafe, and now we have cafeteria. But
Oh.
so it's funny, it's a Spanish word and an English word together.
Oh. That's really good. Just
So
thought, know?
you can find
Yeah.
some other words that are like that, that are similar, you know, that have some similarity. You know, like hola is hello, there's a similarity there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, when you say mucho gusto, mucho's much. Come on, much and mucho.
Mucho, yeah,
Mucho,
no,
that's
yeah.
not, that's close. That's close, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how do you say the word pants in Arabic?
Pants. Like a pants.
No,
or
no, no,
something?
pants. Like your pants. For pants, like you're wearing pants. I'm wearing, these are pants.
Tadwal.
And in Spanish, pantalones.
Pantalones. In Arabic, we say sometimes pantalon.
That's right. And why?
Yeah.
Why are they almost the same? Because where is Spain and where is Arabic speakers? They're close to each other. So there's a lot of history there. There's a lot of history,
Yeah.
and so there are many words that are related. You know, and in English, there are many words that come from Arabic, like the word sugar. It's
Sugar,
Arabic.
yeah.
Sukar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shakar, yeah.
Right, shakar, right. Yes. So there's and even, you know, English is a funny language because it's a mix of many languages.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Um,
We have a lot of Arabic words. It's
That's
so
right.
similar to
That's-
English.
that's right.
The wire.
That's
You
right.
know the wire.
That's right. There are many, many, many words. Algebra, algorithm, alcohol, all the al
Yeah,
words.
alcohol,
If
yeah.
it starts with al in English, it's probably an Arabic word. You know?
Alcohol.
Yeah.
We call it alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and even Yaha says like in Persian, there's the word in Persian they say what is it? Shachmat. Shachmat means the king is dead. The king is dead. In English, we say checkmate.
Checkmate.
It's chess.
Yeah.
When you play chess,
It's
checkmate. Shachmat. It's the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, that's the beauty of language, is that when you start looking at language and food and music, you realize that you and I are not that different. We've been
Yeah.
using the same words and the same things, and we've been talking about the same things for a long time, right? We just don't know it. People don't realize. If I told an American, oh, did you know that the word sugar comes from Arabic? Many of them would be like, what? You know, like, no, what? How's, they don't know. That's right. Yeah. You know, even our numbers are Arabic. Those are Arabic numbers. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I heard about that.
yeah, so you have to know that that's the history, you know. people don't recognize how connected we are. We're all connected, you know, and
Yeah.
language makes it easier to see. Culture makes it easier to see.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really appreciate your advice, and I'll start to learn Spanish today, and I'm gonna make a balance between English and Spanish.
Good.
And I know the way.
Okay, and let me do one thing for you. I'll give you an article from my blog, and it's an article about how to think in English, but it works for any language, right? So you can use the same idea for Spanish or anything, right? So,
Yeah.
so here's my article that I wrote about how to think in English. So you can copy that link and then paste it into your browser when you leave HelloTalk, and then you should be able to open it. Oh,
Yeah, I
but
got
you
it.
might need to subscribe to it first because it's my blog, right? So it's free though. So you just have to give me an email and subscribe, then you can read it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Alexander said Shakmati. Right. So again, in Slavic languages, it's the same because, like I said, guys, we are more related than you know. The word hazard in English, hazard means something dangerous. It's a hazard, right? That word comes from it's an old dice game. They used to play a dice game in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia and other countries there. They used to, a long time ago, they played a dice game, and this dice game was a game of risk, a game of chance. Okay? Now, let me ask you a question. 500 years ago, if you were playing a game, like a dice game, and if you were caught cheating, what might happen to you? If they found out you're cheating at the game, what would they do to you?
Check me out.
Kick you out, maybe more. They might hurt you, right?
Yeah.
So that's where the word hazard comes from. Hazard comes from the name of this game that was a risk, and if you got caught cheating, it was dangerous. So the word hazard is about danger because of this game from the Middle East. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of English words have really funny history if you go find it. You know, and it makes it interesting to remember the words. It makes it easier to remember the words when you learn these little interesting facts about them. And it helps you connect more with the language, I think, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your website. You just sent it.
Yeah, I have. Let me hear. This is my YouTube channel here. I have a YouTube channel, and then
I have your channel.
okay,
Yeah, I have
and
it.
and then I also have a website. That's my website there, and then I have a blog, which is here. Those
Okay,
are
let me
my.
take a picture.
Yeah,
Let
go
me
ahead.
take a
Go
look.
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I took it. Screenshot.
Okay, great. Yeah. All right. Well, Mohammed, good luck to you. It sounds like you're doing fine. You just need to keep working on it, and you already know
All right.
the secret. The secret is you
Yeah.
you already think in English, and that's why your English is good, because you can think it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So keep
Thank you
working
so
on
much.
it. You're welcome, my friend.
I
Good
love
luck. Good luck to you.
I love it.
Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Good.
All right. Let's see. Okay, be patient. I'm going to go back and read some comments and make sure I didn't miss anything here. Can I explain about the difference between adjectives and adverbs? Sure, Zahal. Adjectives are words that tell you about things, and adverbs are words that tell you more about verbs, things you do, right? So, when I say big, small, tall, short, those are adjectives that describe things, okay? He's a tall man. It's a big table. That's a short girl. Okay, those are words that describe things or people, right? Those are adjectives. But adverbs are words that tell you how did that person do something, right? So they walked to the park, but how did they walk to the park? Oh, they walked to the park quickly or slowly. Quickly and slowly, they answer the question, how did they do that thing? In what way did they do that action? Okay, tell us more about the action. What did they do? They were walking. Okay, how were they walking? Fast, then they quickly or slowly. Okay? All right. Comme ci, comme ça. Yeah, so. That's right. Yeah. Put off versus hold off. Put off means wait until later because you don't usually want to do it, right? Like, I should study tonight, but I'm going to put it off until tomorrow. Okay? So putting it off is procrastinating or waiting till later. Okay? Holding off is when you say someone is about to make a decision, but you say, don't make a decision yet. Don't. Hold off on that decision. So maybe they say, oh, our company needs to order 1,000 more shirts. Okay, fine, but hold off on that now. Hold off. Don't do that yet. That means wait on that decision. Okay? But then you might say, hold off on that decision. We are going to put that off until next month. So now I've said hold off means wait on that decision. Why? Because I have decided we're going to wait till next month. That's to put off. Okay? Can I explain about either, neither, so am I am too. So either is what you say when you don't care. Whatever is fine, right? So if you say, do you want an apple or a banana? Either. I don't care. Banana, okay. Apple, okay. That's either. All right? Neither is when you don't want a banana or an apple. Do you want a banana or an apple? Neither. Okay? That means I don't want that one or that one. Okay? And I am too, and so am I. I'm hungry, so am I. I am too. Same meaning. Okay? Most cases, I think I am too, and so am I are probably interchangeable, I think. I am sad. I am too. So am I. Yeah, I think most of the time so am I and I am too mean the same thing. Always. Alright? Neither and either are opposites. One means both are okay. One means both are not okay. Okay? Why do we use it for animals but he, she for humans, Teacher Mark? Seeker. Sometimes we do use he, she for animals. If it's an animal we know, like my dog is a she. So, she has a name. Her name is Libby. That's a girl name, and she is a girl, so we talk about her like a girl. Right? She's a girl dog. Alright? But if I see a deer or an animal, a squirrel, in my backyard, and I don't know if this squirrel is a boy or a girl, that's an it. Okay? So if you don't know, or it's, just a general wild animal, then often with wild things we'll say it. But with animals that you know, if you know the sex of the animal, or if you have a personal relationship with the animal, it's your pet, then you'll say he or she. Okay? Okay, next question. It's really boring to talk to ourselves. You're right, it is really boring to talk to yourselves, but you already think all the time. So that's not boring because you already do it. So now I'm just telling you to change the language that you think in so that you're practicing all the time. All right? And let's also be honest. When you want to learn something, sometimes you have to do boring things. Not every part of learning can always be, yay, this is so fun and exciting. Sometimes learning is hard. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes it feels like torture. That is why we respect people who study. We respect people who have learned things because we know it's not always fun. But you did it. That's discipline. Thank you, Julia. Okay, again, please be patient. I'm trying to keep up with all of the comments. And yes, Esther, that's right. Portuguese, French, Spanish, Italian, Romanian, they're all Romance languages, so they all come from Latin. That's right. How did we create different languages worldwide? Yaya, that's a very complicated question to answer. Languages began when we needed to talk to each other about things. Right? So we have a saying, necessity is the mother of all invention. Necessity is the mother of all invention. So we needed to talk to each other about something. Lion! Tiger! Bear! So we needed to say something that you could hear, that somebody would understand. Right? So somehow those words developed. All over the world, these words developed. Many of them developed very differently. Okay? And languages were spoken before they were written. So for thousands of years, there were people who would speak but not write. And some cultures learned how to write or started writing sooner than other cultures. So, for example, like the Vikings in northern Europe. The Viking culture is a very old and ancient and vast culture. But the Vikings didn't start writing things down until pretty late. So because they didn't write it down, a lot of their history is not very clear. We don't know a lot because they didn't start writing until later. Right? They just were talking. They were telling stories for the longest time. Okay? Alright, man, I'm running out of breath. Thank you very much, Daniel. I'm glad to hear that you enjoy being here. How would I assess the level of Muhammad's English? I think he sounded like he was in the B1, B2 neighborhood, but he feels comfortable there. He sounds very comfortable in that neighborhood, and that makes a difference. He can think in English, so he is playing with the language. Once you reach the place where you're playing with the language, that is a great place to be. Okay? That makes you feel much more confident about your language when you can play with it. Okay? There are some adverbs that tell us about adjectives and adverbs too. Well, yeah, there are certain classifications of adverbs. That's true. But I just didn't go into all of them. You're confused about gonna, get, gotta. Dan, gonna is going to. I'm gonna get some milk is I'm going to get some milk. Okay? And gotta is got to. Okay? Now, technically, gotta is not usually correct. Okay? I got to blah blah, right? It should be I've got to, right? I gotta go is what we might say. I gotta go. But it should be I've got to go. I have got to go. Okay? But, Dan, here's what I will tell you, Dan. If you are learning the language, then you shouldn't be listening to people who talk like that right now. When you're learning the language, don't listen to people who are already making the language colloquial. That's called colloquialisms. They're like little tiny ways that we change the language that are not always correct, but we do it, right? But if you're not an advanced speaker, you shouldn't be focused on that. You shouldn't be looking at that. Okay? All right. You need my phone number? Well, good luck. I don't give out my phone number. Why would I give my phone number to some random person? When do we use possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns? Let's see. I think I have a page for that too. Yeah, this one here. Yeah, Woodward English. Again, Woodward English is a great page. I think I have that on my website too. Let's see here. Possessive pronouns. Woodward. Take a picture of this. Okay, these are for possessive pronouns. Okay, a possessive pronoun replaces a possessive adjective. Okay, plus a noun, right? To avoid repeating information that's already clear. This is my book, not your book. Okay, you could say that, but it sounds repetitive. So instead we say, this book is mine, not yours. Those are possessive pronouns that replace the possessive adjectives. Okay? So, my shirt is green, or the shirt is mine, right? Mine, my, and mine. Okay, possessive adjectives, possessive pronouns. All right? All right. Why did the Latin language go extinct? It didn't really go extinct. People do study it. People do speak it. There are a few. There are a handful of people in the world, probably, and I don't know, but not many who can really speak it. I think that most of the reason that the Latin language died was because, one, it's a very complicated language. It has a lot of grammar rules. And two, Latin was the language of the people of power. And the people of power don't always want you to know about things. So that's the way they used to use Latin. Latin was something that only some people knew. So that means that only some people could read it and know it and understand it. That's a way to keep it yours. It's like a way to protect your knowledge or your technology from other people that you want to control. So Latin was used as a language of control for a long time during the Roman Empire and into the into the early Catholic Church. So I think it died mostly because they didn't do anything to make it popular. They didn't want it to be popular. They wanted it to be exclusive. Okay? For only a few people. Okay? Let's see. Next question. Do I have any advice for opening up to people, or better, for friends? Fatima, if you are talking to a friend, it's a friend. Friends are who you're supposed to be open with. If you don't open up to somebody, then they are not your friend. If you never open up to anybody, then you have no friends. Friends are people who know things about you. They know you're good and you're bad. They know your vulnerabilities. They know the things that are great about you, but they also know the things that aren't great about you. But they still like you. That's a friend. All right? So, my advice is, if you have somebody that you like and you trust and they are your friend, then you should open up to them and continue to, because that's what friendship is. Friendship is an agreement that I will share my life with you and you will share your life with me. And we like each other, so that's good. All right? Literally, Americans usually mess up with grammar. That's right, they do. Most normal Americans, that's right. I would say the average American has pretty terrible grammar, especially anymore. Social media has made people so stupidly lazy. Everybody's lazy. Nobody writes well anymore because everybody thinks, well, it doesn't matter. But it does. It matters. If you want people to think that you are smart, if you want people to take you seriously, then you better write that way. Because if you write like a child, then I'm going to treat you like a child. Okay? All right. I'm glad that you are happy to find my channel, Nirmal. What's the effective way to study English right? The effective way is to come here and watch me and listen and take notes. Okay? I will tell you lots of things. Go to my YouTube channel, start watching videos, and start taking notes. Okay? I give a lot of tips. Okay? Tips that you haven't heard before, probably. All right? You find yourself using abbreviations all the time, but I think it's because I learned the language this way. Can you give me an example, Gaia? Like what? Like what kind of abbreviations do you use all the time? You mean like things like when you're typing and whatever? You know, like how are you, and you type in the letter R and U? I know a lot of people do that, okay? Almost everybody does it. But just because almost everybody does it, does that mean it's right? One. That's one point. And then, if most people are lazy when they write English, then what will happen if you are not? If you are not lazy when you write your English, if your English looks good, but most other people, their English looks bad, doesn't that make you look really good? If everybody else is lazy but you're not, doesn't that make you look good? Right? So, Gaia, I use a few abbreviations every once in a very long while. Like LOL. Okay, I use LOL when I'm typing with my friends, never in an email. Right? If I'm writing a business email, I don't use LOL. Okay? Or ASAP. All right, fine. That's acceptable. ASAP, as soon as possible. Fine. All right? But I don't want to hear any arguments about saving time. Your life is not that important that you need to save time by writing poorly. You are doing nothing to help yourself when you write that way. Especially if you are learning English. If you are learning English, then you should always use the best English that you can possibly use. Always. Never do less than you can. Why would you do that? If you can do better, why not do better? What sense does it make? None of you are so important that you need to write with abbreviations. None of you. Okay? No one on this planet is so important that they need to save time by writing, HRU. No. If you are a 13-year-old girl or boy, fine. But if you're not a 13-year-old girl or boy, then why are you writing like one? Okay? Never, if you are learning something, if you are studying something, never play below your ability. Never do it below your ability. I am a drummer, okay? And I promise you, any time that I sit behind drums, I'm going to do the best that I possibly can. I'm never going to just be like, it doesn't matter. Never! Okay? All right. Is it possible to learn 2 languages at the same time? Sure. It's possible to learn 10 languages at the same time. Is it easy? No. Is it harder to learn more than 1 language? Yes, of course it is. Okay? You can do it, but that doesn't mean it's a good idea. All right? Being advanced in language is key for powerful thinking and expression of ideas and emotions. Both English and native language enhances intelligence. Yes, it does. That's correct. Your ability to use language is your ability to think well. Language is power. Did you know that? Do you know how much power that you can have if you have better language? If you can't use English, but I can, and we're in an argument, don't I have an advantage? Yeah, I do. All right, let's see. Does somebody else want to come talk to me? What? No. Who's next? Normal, I see you're waiting, but there were 3 other people who were in front of you, but now I can't find them. What happened to them? Raise your hand if you didn't. Your hands are raised, but I can't see it now. Why is that? Something's weird about Hello Talk. How long does it take to learn English? It takes your entire life. How long does it take to learn Arabic? It takes your entire life. How long does it take to learn Japanese or French or German? It takes your entire life. How long does it take to learn piano? It takes your entire life. How long does it take to learn the drums or the guitar? It takes your entire life. Learning is never finished. It's a silly idea to think that you're done learning. You're never done learning. There is no end to learning. Okay? It's my first time in this app. My question is, if I spend 4 hours per day practicing English, can I get to a good level in 6 months? Possibly, maybe even probably. Duvan Sanchez. Maybe, but I can't really say because I don't know you, one, so I don't really know your ability. And two, 4 hours is good, but doing what? Doing what for 4 hours? Right? It depends on how you use those 4 hours. Right? If you watch American movies for 4 hours, is that a good use of your study time for English? No. So, always remember that when you're studying, quality is always more important than quantity. Quality. Quality means how well are you doing it? Not quantity, which means how much are you doing it. So 1 hour of good study is better than 4 hours of lazy study. Okay? So, can you get good in 6 months? Yes, you can, and I've seen many people do it. But it depends on what your goal is. It depends on what kind of English you want to be. Are you talking about conversational English? Are you talking about written English? Are you talking about professional English? There's a lot of different kinds of English to learn. You know, so in 6 months, can you learn how to speak pretty well if you really focus? Yeah, sure. You can learn how to speak and feel comfortable. Okay, which, by the way, there's a page I want to give you guys that's a really good page for you. Let me find it here. Where did that go? There it is. This is a PDF that you can get online, and it's free, and you can download it, and it's from the U.S. government. The U.S. government wants to help you learn English. There's the proof that you don't have to have perfect English if you come to America. We don't expect you to. Some people do, but they're just stupid. Stupid people want you to have perfect English. But the rest of us don't expect you to have perfect English. All right? But here is a great PDF. Okay? Take a look at this PDF. It's called Everyday Conversations, Learning American English. And look at what they have here. Let's look at the contents, shall we? Introductions and small talk. Greetings. What time is it? Cell phone call. Can you say that again? Weather. Around town, ordering food, at the doctor's office, directions, at the supermarket, running errands. Okay? Look at this. How old are you? At the movies. What are you good at? Giving your opinion. Hobbies. Weddings. Okay? So how can you receive that? You need to copy this link. Copy that link and paste it into your browser. Then it will open. And you can open it, and when you open it, you can click the download button on the top of your screen to download the PDF. Okay? And just so you see, look how great this is. Look, wait, hold on, it's too big. Right? Look, they have all these dialogues. Look, James and Professor Austin are talking. Good morning. Good morning, James. I'm doing well. How are you? Right? They have all these great conversations that you can read and study about basic English. All right? Telephone calls. All right? It's good stuff. Hello, Belen. How are you? Isa, I'm glad to hear that. Good for you. And is it better to learn English in English, or is it okay to translate into my native language? Boda, if you translate everything, then you are not speaking English. You're translating English. Speaking English is only if you're thinking in English. Whatever language you speak, your thinking needs to match that language. If you are translating, then guess what? You're not speaking English. You're translating English. Speaking is only if you're thinking in the same language. Okay? I'm 28 years old. Is it too late to start preparing to study abroad? No way, man. It's never too late to study anywhere, and it's never too late to travel, and it's never too late to go abroad. I don't care if you're 28 or 88. It's never too late to grow. All right? Hello, Miguel. How are you? Good to see you, my friend. I hope you are doing well down in New Orleans. Is it still cold down there? Still pretty cold up here. Okay, Nirmal. Let's talk to Nirmal. He's been waiting a while. I hope you have a question, Nirmal. You know the rules. You have to have a question. Nirmal, are you there? There you are.
Hello, sir.
Hello again, Nirmal.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
How are you, sir?
I'm okay.
Good, sir.
Good.
And how are you, sir?
I'm
How
pretty
are
good
you,
too.
sir?
Good. And what can I do for you today, Nirmal? Do you have a question for me?
Yes, sir. I am very happy today. And then I watching your YouTube channel. I am very happy. I helpful in this YouTube channel. I like and I help. I'm very good, sir.
Good. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Yeah, good. So you just need to watch it every day and make some notes. Okay, make some
Okay,
notes.
sir.
Yeah. You know, some people, when they study something, they're not really studying because they're not really doing any real work. If you're not doing
Yes,
any
sir.
real work, you're not really studying. So, when you're learning these new words, write them down. When you hear me give good advice, if it's a good advice, write it down. Okay? So that you can remember it.
Oh,
Okay?
okay, sir. I am daily, every day. I watch your video, and every time when I came in Maldives, and to something 2 months ago, I learned in English, and I improving my English language. I love my English language, sir.
Good.
And,
Good. I'm glad.
American people are very helpful, and then I'm proud of American people. And
Some of us are.
I am ex-army. I am good, sir. And
Yeah.
I like mostly like language in English.
Okay.
Uh,
So, Nirmal, here's what I want to do. I'm going to give you some homework. Okay? I'm going to give you some
okay,
homework.
sir.
So, I want you to sit down and I want you to write out an introduction. An introduction about you. So, first, I want you to write the introduction in your language. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Write down,
Okay.
and then I want you to think, okay, here's my introduction in Nepalese. Now I want to try to translate that. How do I say that in English? How do I say that in English? Okay? Because, Nirmal, the first thing you need to learn in a new language is how do I introduce myself? Okay? You have to
Yes,
say,
sir.
I'm Nirmal
Okay.
Singh. I'm from Nepal. I have been in the Maldives for 2 months. I've been learning
Yes.
English for a few months, right? So write down everything. How old are you? What do you like to do for fun? What are your hobbies
Yes.
or your interests? Things like that. Write that down and then study it. So that
okay, sir.
next time, if I ask you to introduce yourself, I want you to be
Okay,
able
sir.
to say, "Hi, my name is Nirmal Singh. I'm from, Kathmandu, Nepal. I'm from, whatever," right? And then Say
okay,
I'm
sir.
this many years old and I'm living in the Maldives and I do this. I'm working here, whatever. Right? Write it down
Okay.
and then study it because that is very important. That is your introduction. That's the most
Yes, sir.
important thing in any new language. You must introduce
okay,
yourself
sir.
well. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right, Normal, I'm going to let you go because I got to talk to some other people. But good luck to you, Normal, and
Okay, sir. Okay. Of
come
course.
back and see me again,
I'm
okay?
wonderful. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank
All right.
you so much.
Take
sir,
care.
for
Bye-bye.
the opportunity. Bye, bye, sir.
Hello, Norman. Good to see you. How are you? Okay, let's see. I have 1,000 words in my mind, but it was time to speak. I forget. But Fatima, if you practice thinking in English all the time or often, then when you need to speak, your words are ready, right? So Fatima, right now, if you're not speaking English, then you never think in English. So it's kind of like you took your English and you put it in a box, and now you took it and you walked over to the closet and you opened the closet and you put your English in the closet and now you shut the door. Now your English is in the closet and the closet door is closed. So now, next time somebody will speak English to you, now your English is not ready. You have to go to the closet, you have to open the door, you have to get it out of the box, and now you have to remember everything because you put it away. Don't put it away. How? By thinking. You can practice thinking in English all the time. Then when you want to speak, it's ready. You didn't forget. Okay? The English book that I just put down, is that the foundation for learning English? Is that where you should start studying? If you want a book for starting English, I will tell you you should get this book. Basic English Grammar by Saddleback Publishing. That book is the one that I use more than any other book for teaching English. All right? That's a great book. They have a book 1 and book 2 in that series. Okay? Hello, Rasha. Bacano. So if you want to come on stage, you can, but you must have a question to ask me. Okay? I do not just chat with people. You must ask me a question about English or something. Okay? If you want to come talk to me on stage. Hello, Mona. How are you? The schedule to watch me. Duvan, I'm usually here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday through Friday, not Saturday, not Sunday. Okay? And I live in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is the same time as New York City. Okay, it's the same time as New York City. And usually I come on in the morning. Around 9:30 or 10:30 in the morning, that's when I start. So today, I started around 10:30 in the morning where I live. Okay, so that's usually my schedule, is in the morning where I live, around 9:30 or 10:30, and that's New York City time. Now you can find your time zone and figure out what is that time zone for you. What is that time? Okay, let's see. Hello, MJ. How to improve speaking English. Okay, if you are new, hi. I'm not new. I have been here on this app for more than 12 years. Okay, and I am a real English teacher. I have been live streaming for 5 years here. I have done more than 1,200 live streams here. And I am a real teacher. This is my job. This is what I really do. Okay? I have about 88,000 followers here on Hello Talk. So, if you are learning English, come here and watch, make notes, and start learning. Okay? I give a lot of tips all the time. Okay? I have a YouTube channel here where I have hundreds of videos to watch. I have a website here. And on my website, you can buy private lessons from me if you want to pay me to teach you. Or you can also study English on my website. Almost everything you need to practice and study English is on my website for free. You just have to go sign up. And I also have a blog. That's my blog. And in my blog, those are my best answers about English. Okay, so sometimes people ask me a question here, and I give them my spoken answer. But my written answer is much better. It's much longer. It's more clear. So you should read my blog. Okay? And Saren, 现在我就在美国，可是每天我可以练习中文，因为我用我的中文的脑。你有英文脑吗？如果你没有英文脑，你不可以说英文，听得懂吗？ Okay? So that's why my Chinese, that's why I can speak Chinese, because I can think Chinese. You see how that works? If you practice thinking, then you can speak. Okay? So now I'm telling you, you can practice thinking in English. Okay? How do you practice thinking? Let me give you an article for that. This is my article about the complete guide to thinking in English. Okay? Now, 如果你是中国人，很多中国人他们需要用梯子。Okay? 一些不需要，一些需要，不知道为什么。Okay? So yeah, read that article. If that's hard for you, maybe that's hard to understand. 没关系，你可以用DeepSeek 还是 ChatGPT. Okay? Tell ChatGPT or tell DeepSeek, help me understand this article. It will. Okay? All right. Does anybody have a question that they want to come talk to me about? If you have a question, you can come on stage. Can I please rewrite the book for grammar? Sure. I'll tell you what it is. The name is pretty easy to remember. Basic English Grammar. That's the name of the book. Okay? Basic English Grammar. And then the company that makes it is called Saddleback. Saddleback Publishing. That's their company. All right, Saddleback Publishing. They make Basic English Grammar Book 1 and Book 2. All right? Okay, nobody's raising their hand. Nobody wants to come talk to me, I guess. Ooh, excuse me. All right. Neil. Oh, look, we got one person. Neil wants to talk to me. All right. Neil. Hello, Neil. I think I've talked to you before.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I'm in dark in night.
That's okay. No problem.
I'm just sitting in the night light, sir.
That's okay. No problem. So, Neil, what can I do for you today? How can I help you?
Sir, I don't know which level I am in English, sir. Actually, I talk to in many foreign people country, uh, sir. But they tell me that but I cannot judge myself which level I am in right now in English. How
Well,
can I, sir?
it's well, I can't really judge you either, only because I can't. I don't know you that well, so I would have to talk to you for a long time for me to know your level, right? But now, if you want to know your level in English, it's really pretty easy if you use ChatGPT, okay? But you just have to tell ChatGPT, I want to know my level in English. Can you help me? And what it needs. If you want to use ChatGPT to do this, first you must show it your English. You have to show it your English. So you either have to write or talk to it, right? So you can talk to it or you can write, or both. Maybe you write a little bit and you talk a little bit. But you have to say a lot. You can't just say a few things. If you only say one sentence, it cannot tell you what your level is. But if you write 1,000 words and you say 1,000 words, then it can look at your language and it can say, well, I think that your grammar level is maybe at a B1 level, your speaking level is at a B2 level, but your reading level is only at an A2 level or something like that. It can tell you all the different levels, all right? But only if you give it enough information. You have to show it what you can do first, okay? That's the easiest way to find your level now. Free. The other way to do it is there are many tests. There are many tests that you can take online that will show you your level, but you have to pay for those usually. Okay? So I would say use ChatGPT, and if you use it enough, if you talk to it enough, it will tell you what your level is, and it can help you find all your problems and all your grammar issues or grammar problems. It can help you find all that, but you have to talk to it and type with it a lot. Okay?
Okay, sir. Sir, I have one question, sir.
Okay?
Sir, like many interviewer tell me that your communication skill is not good. But sir, how can I improve communication? There is a difference communication skill and speaking skill. Sir, like how can I improve, sir? Are they understand? Suppose that, sir, you are my interviewer. You call me for a job, and my sister and my friend also, they give me referral to join his company. So I accept him referral, and then according to that, some HR call me and tell it introduce yourself, because in any interview they tell that introduce yourself. So I now at a time of introducing myself, I tell that my name is Neil Kamal. I completed my BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Lovely Professional University. Now I am also completed my project in BLSI Design Engineer. I completed also a project in Smart Classroom with IoT. Sir, I explain many these things, and then after that tell that little bit your communication is not good. I don't know, sir.
So here's what I would tell you. You don't sound that bad to me, but I will tell you two things that I notice. One is you do need to maybe work on your accent a little bit more, okay? Because accent, why do we have accents? Why? Do you know why you have an accent?
No, sir.
The reason you have an accent is because every language, your mouth has to move differently in that language. But you are using the mouth movements from your language when you speak English. So that's why it sounds more Indian than American. So there's one difference. So do you speak Hindi, or which language do you speak? Hindi?
Hindi, sir.
Okay,
Hindi.
Hindi is a language that's mostly a very small mouth. It's a very small mouth when you speak Hindi most of the time. And the rhythm of Hindi is very quick. Hindi, when I listen to the language, I don't speak Hindi, but I'm a musician, so I have ears and I listen well. And I hear the rhythm of every language differently. Okay? The rhythm and the sound of every language is different for me. They're all like music. And when I hear Hindi language, all of them, Telugu and all of those languages in that area, they're very small mouth, they're very rhythmic and very fast, mostly fast. So, if you're using that when you speak English, that means that your mouth is small and you're speaking fast and the rhythm is very sharp. That means that it's not going to be very clear. So, what can you do? Neil, one thing that's different is, do you see how much I move my mouth when I speak? That is why my words are so clear. Because I move my mouth, everyone! If you don't move your mouth, then it won't be clear. So watch me. Watch. I won't move my mouth and I'll talk to you, right? So now I'll switch. Hi, Neil. My name is Teacher Mark. Nice to meet you. I can still speak clearly, but my mouth is very small when I speak, so it's not as clear as when I speak like this with my mouth very big and open. So English is a big mouth language. Hindi is a small mouth language. So, just like Chinese, same thing. When I speak Chinese, I use a small mouth because Chinese is a small mouth language. But when I speak English, I use a big mouth because it's a big mouth language. So you must open your mouth more when you speak. And you need to slow down and pull your words. Make your words longer. So I want you to say, hello, my name is Neil Kamal and I'm from India. Say that.
Hello, my name is Neil Kamal. I am from India.
That was so much better. That was so much better. Your mouth was much bigger and your words were longer. The rhythm was easier to hear. It was so much more clear. Okay? So, honestly, I think if you go back and do another interview, but practice what I just said. Slow down, open your mouth more, make your words more clear. And guess what, Neil? Many people, they think that when you speak fast, that means you speak well. That's not true. Do I speak really fast? No.
No, sir. I understand your word.
That's right. I don't speak fast. Why? Because my words are important. If they're not important, then I'll speak fast because they don't matter. But if my words are important, then I slow down. So, when you give your introduction next time, Neil, don't rush through it. Say each thing clearly and slowly so that you're not feeling nervous when you do it. Hi, my name is Neil Kamal and I'm from India and I am doing this and this and this, okay? And then there's one more thing I need to tell you about, Neil, that is also very common in India. India is a place that has a lot of traditional respect when you speak. So, when you go to India, people say, hello, sir. Nice to meet you, sir. My name is Neil, sir. How can I help you, sir? You say sir after every single sentence. Now, sometimes that's a good thing. Like if you're working customer service, sometimes it's good to be extra polite like that. But Neil, sometimes when you say sir too much, it makes you sound nervous. It doesn't sound confident. It sounds like you're afraid. Like you're not good enough. Please, sir, help me, sir. I need help, sir. Sir. Okay? So, what I would say, Neil, is you need to control the word sir a little bit more. I don't want you to stop saying it, but I want you to say it more carefully. Because if you say sir all the time, it loses meaning. It's not as important. It's not as powerful. It doesn't have respect if you say it all the time. But if you say it at the beginning, hello, sir, my name is Neil, it's nice to meet you. And then you say it at the end, sir, it was my pleasure to have this conversation with you today. So you said it at the beginning, and you say it at the end, but you don't say it every single sentence. Okay?
Sir, interviewer wants you are look like baldness. Like every time you say like in bold. Like
boldly. Yeah, boldly, right. So that's what I'm saying, is that you need to say it without all the sirs. Because sir doesn't sound bold. Sir sounds like, please help me, please, sir, please give me some food, sir. Right? That's what it sounds like. But if you say, my name is Neil and I do this, that's bold. Okay? So, say sir, but only in the beginning and the end. When you introduce yourself and when you leave. But in the middle, Neil, you are a sir. You're also a sir. Okay? So, you're sir. You are also a sir. So when you say sir too much, it makes it look like you're down here and they're up there. But they want confidence. They want you to be bold. So you don't want to be looking like this. You want to be looking like this. Right? Okay? You have to show that you believe in yourself. Neil, if you don't sound like you believe in yourself, then they're not going to believe in you. Right? So the first thing to do, if you want people to think that you are confident, then you have to sound confident. Okay? It's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing, Neil. I know that in India, everybody's just very, very, very polite that way. It's very formal. Yes, sir. No, sir. May I help you, sir? It's very, very, in your culture, it's perfect. It's great. But it doesn't completely translate. When you switch to English, now, if you say sir too much, it sounds a little bit like you're desperate. Not bold, not confident.
Sir, in the place of sir, what I say, sir?
That's a good question. What do I always say here? I always say, how can I help you, my friend? It's nice to meet you, my friend. What can I do for you today, my friend? My friend is always okay, all right? Now, if you're at an interview, that's different. An interview is not my friend. That is a formal situation. You should say sir at an interview, but just not too much. Okay? But if you're talking to a friend of yours or it's just some new person, that's what I always say here. I say my friend. Now, there's another word. In India, many, many, many people use the word bro and brother. Right? In India, it's common to say brother to everybody all the time. Right? So I see Indian people here all the time, and when they talk to me, they say, bro, can I talk to you, bro? Bro. Guess what? That does not work in English. When you say bro too much, you do not sound good. You sound like a little boy. Only little boys talk like that. Or maybe I'll be upset because you're calling me a brother, but I don't know you. that sometimes people think that's rude. When you say something that's like brother, that's supposed to be somebody you know, but you don't know me yet, and you're calling me a brother, that's weird. Some people might not like that. So, I do say brother, but I only say that to my friends, the ones who I really know. He's my brother. Brother, what's going on, brother? How are you? Good to see you, brother. But I don't say it to some guy I just met. All right? But the word my friend is almost always safe. It just means I hope you'll be my friend. Okay? I want you to be my friend. It's an invitation for friendship. All right? So if you're at an interview, I will say, sir, nice to meet you, sir. Okay? But just not too much. You want to be respectful, but you don't want to be desperate. Okay? There's a saying in English, Neil. Sometimes we say, desperation is a stinky perfume. What that means is, if you want a girl to like you, if you say, please like me, please, please, please like me, like me, like me, that stinks. That's like, oh my God, that doesn't smell good. That smells bad. That doesn't smell good. Right? That's desperation. Desperation does not smell good. It smells bad. So, you don't want to look desperate. You want to look bold and confident. Confident. Okay? So, be polite, but don't be overly polite. Because if you're overly polite, it makes you sound desperate. Okay? And it's a common problem in India because of the cultural difference about politeness. Okay? It's a very common problem. I've seen it here so many times. All right? And it's always funny to me because you're being so polite, but it's too much. It doesn't translate.
Yeah, sir, but if you not, yeah, sir, you are right, sir. But if you not tell anyone to sir, they think that he don't respect me.
That's right. So that's why you do have to say sir.
Like a friend.
That's right. You do have to say sir, but not too much. Right? So that's why I said, you say it at the beginning. Hello, sir. Nice to meet you, sir. I'm glad to be here. Then, no more. Okay? Or maybe not too much, right? Not all the sentences. Don't use it every time. If you use it every time, it loses value, right? So, like in China, there's another cultural difference, right? In China, people don't often say I love you directly. They won't usually say it too much because two reasons. One, they like to do something to show it, not say it. They like to show their feelings, not say it. And also, two, they think that if you say I love you all the time, it kind of doesn't have any more value. It's not special anymore, right? Because you said it so much that it doesn't have as much value. So in my culture, we say I love you a lot. We say it all the time. I say it to my family every day. I love you. We'll see you next time. Bye, sister. I love you. Whatever, right? We say it all the time. That's in my culture. We don't feel it has that it loses value. But that's not true in every culture. It's different, right? And this is part of language. Part of language is understanding some of the things in your culture are okay in another culture. Some of the things in your culture are not okay in another culture.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all. All right? So if I go to India, Neil, guess what? If I go to India, I will say brother a lot, and I will say sir a lot. Okay? But if I'm not in India, then I won't do that. All right? All right. So, thank you very much for coming on my stage, Neil. Good luck to you, and come back and see me again sometime, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, my friend. Bye-bye. There's a question here. For every other language we have to practice, is there an accent too? Well, yeah. Every language has many accents. And you have to choose one and then learn it. Or choose a few and learn them. Okay? All right. What are some common business phrases and how are they used? What are some natural spoken phrases in English and what are some advanced expressions? Ryoho, that's a lot of questions. Common business phrases, there are many websites for that you can find. There are so many websites that if you just do a search for common English business phrases, you should find many websites that will have that. Also, ask ChatGPT. It will also give you a wonderful list of business phrases and it will explain how they're used. All right? You can ask it questions. I don't understand. How is this used? It will tell you. You just have to ask it. Okay? Some naturally spoken phrases in English, that depends on what you're talking about. I can't just name random phrases. But if you give me a topic, then maybe I can give you some possible things to say. But there are some good books for that too. There's a book that I use sometimes with my students. It's called Speak Like an American. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that book here really quickly. Here it is. Speak English Like an American. Sorry. Let me share this with you very quickly, and I'll show you this book. This is a good book if you want to just learn how to chat with people, right? Not serious conversation, but just casual conversation. This is one of the books that I sometimes use for teaching. Speak English Like an American. Okay, and in this book, look, learn idioms and expressions, right? So what they do is they have these dialogues, a lot of dialogues here. So here's the first one here, Bob's day at work, right? Bob, I hate to break the news, but our sales were down last month. Down again, Peter. Yeah, these days everybody's shopping at our competition, Honest Abe's furniture store. But everything in there costs an arm and a leg, right? So they have a conversation, and then at the end of the conversation, they tell you what all those things mean, right? And they do that with a lot of these different conversations. And they have some questions, too, that you can answer. All right, so that's one book that I sometimes use for teaching English is Speak English Like an American, which looks like this. Take a picture. You can try to find it. Okay, that's a pretty good one. All right. And then advanced expressions, again, that's hard. About what? You have to give me a topic, then I can maybe give you some expressions. Okay? Why you will do what? Why will I do what? I don't know what you're asking, Teddy. Hello, Ali. Good to see you. Long time no see. In any conversation, there's a selection of words that matter, like in speech, to sound more professional. How can I come to new words? You must read. You must listen. If you want to know how to sound good, then you should listen to people who sound good. If I want to be a good drummer, then I will listen to great drummers. If I want to be a great guitarist, then I will listen to great guitarists. If I want to be a great speaker, then I will listen to great speakers. I will read great things that people have written. Okay? Does it include classical, like old phrases? Some of them, yes. Some of them are a little bit old, maybe. Maybe some of them are too old, but most of them are not. Most of them are still good. Okay? You can read well, but you want to focus more on pronunciation and intonation. Okay, then Rioja, what I would say is audiobooks. You can read the audiobook and listen to them for the pronunciation and intonation. Okay? Any audiobook. Audiobooks are usually usually recorded by someone who speaks really well. So you can listen to an audiobook and understand, how do I say this like an American? How do I say this like a native? Okay? Well, yeah, if you want classical old phrases, then yeah, choose old books. Old books have lots of those things. Okay? Teddy, I'm glad you think so. I'm not new, Teddy. I've been here a long time. I have been on this app for more than 12 years. Okay, let's see. Today, it has already been about 2 hours, everybody. I've been here for 2 hours. And if you want to know when am I usually here, I'm usually here Monday through Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. In the morning. Like this. This is morning for me. Okay, so right now it is, well, it's afternoon now. It's 12:39. It's 12:39, but I started 2 hours ago. So I started at 10:30, about 10:30. And I usually start around 9:30 or 10:30 in the morning, my time. All right, my time. Well, Waleed, you just got to keep working on it, man. Keep working on it. Okay, Rioja, I'm sorry. I don't think I have time to bring you on stage today. Maybe next time you can come up, next week when I come back. Today's Friday, so I won't be here tomorrow or Sunday. Or I don't think I will be. But I'm usually here Monday through Friday. Okay? And here is my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, I have many, many videos just like this one. Okay? This is on YouTube now. So when I finish here, this video will be uploaded to YouTube and you can watch it again. Whatever I said today. Okay? So here, that's my YouTube channel, and then here's my website. If you like my teaching, if you want to pay me, you can. You can pay me money. That's nice when that happens. I like it when people pay me money. Pay me money and then I will teach you personally. Okay? And then I also have a blog. There's my blog. And you can read my articles on my blog about English. Okay? All right. And okay, guys, yeah, it's been 2 hours. I think that's enough for today. I think that's enough. 2 hours is enough. All right, I'm going to go have some lunch. Okay? Make an application. Waleed, I wish I had time. I don't have time to make an application, man. I barely have time to sleep. I don't know how to make an application, and I don't have time to make an application. I'm good at a lot of things, Waleed, but I'm not good at everything. And I don't know how to make an app. I wouldn't know where to begin, and I don't have the money or time. But I appreciate that you want me to. All right. That's it, guys. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, wherever you are. And come back and see me again, okay? All right, that's it. Bye, everybody. See you Monday.